channel, Adrian Nelson here. Can you actually believe it? It's so amazing. We're almost in the new year. The excitement is just amazing. I can't believe it. I would first and foremost like to thank all of you so much for your beautiful support and for your encouragement and for your likes and your comments and your shares and your subscriptions and your donations and your just supporting my channel. It means so much to me. I can't even begin to explain how much it means to me. Like super thank you, so thank you. Thank you. So this is a general reading for your Aquarius, and this is for 2022. So we're gonna take a look at your tarot. We're gonna end up with a crystal energy that you can focus on. We're gonna really look at that. But let's first get you an oracle card. All right. Let's first get you an oracle card. Let's see what you've got. Also, Aquarius, if you are interested in really learning how to delve into the deeper parts of your mind, to unlock your mind, and to in many ways really free your mind, which also leads to psychic development, then I've got an 8 weeks online course. It's presented via a private Facebook group. And there's a little bit of information about it down below. You can check it out on my website, ahngreatlife.com, or you can just email me. Okay, let's see, beautiful Aquarius, what do we got for y'all? Spirit guides and guardian angels. Okay, there's a whole lot of cards that went flying over there, but this one went sideways. So whatever this is, I'm going to take this one out for you. I'm not going to look at these. I want to put them back in the deck. Let's see what is the message for you. Focus. Okay, something weird happening with a pipe at the back. I'm sorry. But Aquarius, this is letting you know the power of focus, the power of looking at what is the end goal. Because you know what happens sometimes in life, we get very sort of like in a space where certain things are happening, and you know what I mean, in life there's always something happening. There's just life, and especially at this current point in time. And you are encouraged to really focus on the fact that, first of all, everything that's going on at the moment, whatever is happening at the moment, that it's not going to last forever. Focus on that end goal. What do you want your life to be like this time next year? So today is November the 29th, 2021. So November the 29th, 2022. What do you want your life to be like? Maybe even write it down. Put it in a space where you can see it. Let that become your driving force. Because you know what? When we are in a space as we are in the world at the moment, and everything seems so contrived, the way everything is going, it's very easy to lose hope and to lose focus and to lose that drive that you have. And the thing for you, Aquarius, is if you lose that drive, it's pretty much tickets for you, and you don't really want to do that. So get your focus back. What are the things that inspires you? What did you want to be and do when you were young? And what was that driving force? What is the thing that makes you wake up in the morning and you feel like, let me do this day, let me put on my sunglasses and let me do this day. Let's really look at what that is for you. Maybe you want to revisit that again, because I feel that for some of you, you've lost that spark. Okay, let's do your tarot. Let's first of all, what we're going to do is we're going to look at what are some of the things that you want to focus on. Okay. What are some of the things that you want to focus on in this last bit of 2021 still? And you have got the Seven of Pentacles. Again, what are you building on? What is your nest egg? So what are you asking to focus on? Focus on your nest egg. Focus on your goal. Sometimes when we do the small task in our everyday life, it can very easily start becoming mundane and sort of boring and things like that and watered down. But when we really bring our focus back to why am I doing what I'm doing? Why am I doing this right now? Why am I doing this task? Why am I doing this boring thing? Why am I sort of pushing myself towards that thing? What is the reason? Okay, because I feel for many of you, there's something maybe small that you started, like a business, an ambition, or maybe just like a hobby or something, pottery or whatever, painting or something, and this actually has the potential to become a full-blown business for you. Even if you have some idea, it has the potential to become really, really successful for you. So if you've been inspired by something, or something's been coming up repetitively for you in your life, really pay attention to that and have the willingness to entertain the idea, or the thought that the idea could actually become very profitable for you in 2022. Okay, let's do your tarot. And what we're going to do is we're first going to look at your point of strength at the moment. What is your point of strength right now? Let's see what we've got for you, Aquarius. Okay, your card came out, and the Eight of Swords. So some of you have got pretty much no idea what you're doing at the moment, feeling very trapped. All right, and now I understand why you get that focused energy coming out as well. Some of you may feel like there's no options out, that what's the point of even trying, because no matter how hard you try, nothing is ever going to work out. There's a very heavy space here. There's a space of almost like, well, that is pretty much the end of the road for me. Okay, now sorry, let's look at what is it that your spirit guides and your guardian angels, what is it that they would like to communicate to you. Okay, I thought that card was going to come out. Spirit guides and guardian angels, what is it that you want to communicate to Aquarius? What is it that you want them to know? Okay, Knight of Pentacles, do not be afraid to dream. And also, there's a sense here almost, I read something earlier today, and this really reminded me of that. It was just something on Instagram, which was really cool. And you're welcome to join me on Instagram if you want to, at ahnGreatLife.com. There's a link in the description. But sometimes when we're not certain about a situation that involves people, we choose to sometimes not trust that people will do the right thing and that sort of thing. But you are encouraged, actually, Aquarius, to have to believe that if you don't, say you're not that familiar with someone and you don't really know what they will do and that sort of thing, rather choose to believe that there's good in that person and that they will follow the good as opposed to follow the bad. All right? Because remember also, what you focus on is what you bring into your life. We're going to draw you one more card for that. And take the top one, the World. Your spiritual team want to let you know there's a lot of things that are coming to an end at the moment. There's a lot of new things that are heading your way. And so if things are sort of feeling like they're coming loose at the edges, they sort of are. But it's not that your life is falling apart. It's more like you reattaching, realigning with that abundance, with that beautiful new life experience for you. And that is why it's so important to focus on what it is that you want to experience, the joy that it is that you want to have, your end goal. Because when we focus on the end goal, then whatever happens so much now, you have that beautiful Aquarius wisdom that you have, that this is not going to last forever, that this too shall pass. It may pass like a bucket of kidney stones, but pass, it'll pass. Okay, let's see, what is it that your ancestral lineage want to remind you of? What is it that your ancestors want to remind you of, Aquarius? What is it that the ancestors of Aquarius want to remind them of, please? Okay, what do we have? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, bottom one as well? Okay, Empress, lovely stuff. So, 4 of Wands, some of you have given up on love. The High Priestess, a reminder that you have determined your experience of life based on your energy balance. 7 of Swords, speaking of your strengths. 7 of Cups, there's some disappointment. Some of you might feel let down by others. Maybe you heard a little something by the grapevine, and the Empress, abundance. So for some of you, especially with love, or with it, just that inner peace, that the way that you felt that you might like your life to be, there is a desire that some of you still have, and your ancestors let you know that that is entirely possible. Some of you might have been through a lot of pain, a lot of rejection. There's some important lessons that you needed to learn there. There's certain things that needed to come to light for some of you, Aquarius, and things are busy shifting very much definitely in your favor again. Okay, what is it that Aquarius can look forward to? What is it that Aquarius can look forward to in 2022? There's a card that came out for you, 9 of Swords. There's a space here for you going forward where I feel for many of you, especially in the beginning of the year, January, February, March, maybe leading into early April, there might be spaces where you might feel sort of like trapped in a space. You don't know where to go next. You don't know what to do next. You might feel almost like there's no point in reaching out your hand, because like there will be nobody there to take your hand and to help you, Aquarius. But this energy is also letting you know, and this is where I get a little bit more serious with you, that, when you sort of isolate yourself and keep yourself to yourself, you're not going to talk to anybody and anything like that, you're just going to sort of be on your own island. You also sort of like, if you look at that owl that is sitting there almost at the back there behind, you sort of alienate yourself from your own wisdom. Okay. Remember, it's very important to remember this, Aquarius, that when you say that I'm just going to cut myself off from everything and everyone, remember that the universe takes everything you say incredibly literally. And so if you say, I'm just going to cut myself off from everything and everyone, you're also cutting yourself off from your flow. You're declaring that you're cutting yourself off from your flow of abundance, from the support of your angels, from the support of your ancestral energy, from all the beautiful potential that you have inside of you. Okay? So let's let's keep that focus. Okay. Um, all right. So I'm gonna look at this card that fell out here. Morganite, relationship healing. It just fell out. But I'm gonna grab your card. We're gonna see what we get for you. And then we're gonna look into that together, Aquarius. And if that resonates with you, I'd really appreciate you liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. If any of you want to have a personal reading, all the details are down below in the description. Okay, let's see, what is the crystal energy for Aquarius, please? Okay, those are cards all over the place. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just going to put them back because we want one card. Okay, we want one card. What is the energy that we have for Aquarius, please? Okay, it's 2. I'm just going to take them both. 3. Okay, now it's becoming a bit much. Normally for the other energies I was going to go into the booklet, but I'm just going to show you this because the booklet is going to take a while. But ruby and shine. And you know something amazing about rubies? When rubies are not polished, they're not ugly, but they don't look like much. You know, they just look like nice, pretty, well, depending on their color, but usually reddish sort of stones. But when you polish them, that is when the shine comes out, or when you put like a black light over them, then you know they go from these dull looking stones to almost like that inner shine. It looks almost like magic, like almost like this picture. Like when you draw a black light over like rubies, it has an inner sort of shine. It's really quite amazing. It's got a very dragony sort of look, like, you know, almost like a fantasy type of world thing. And so this is letting you know, Aquarius, that there's so much more potential inside of you, so much more potential than you may be aware of. And, you know, it's so easy sometimes, especially for you, because you've got that helpful humanitarian energy that you want to support everybody and be there for everyone. And sometimes you take on other people's energy without being aware of. So cleansing, grounding, taking the time out for yourself. Is very important. I'm a person that can, you know, obviously I see a lot of people, or I connect with a lot of people. And so I consciously create in my space a very flowy sort of space. I like water. So, you know, I get like a water fountain and plants and all those type of things that I like to consciously keep me in a good flow. And you might want to consider doing the same if you're not. And if you have been, then it might be time to revisit it again. You know, so how's your plants doing? You know, maybe it's time to, I don't know, just brush your dog or something like that, you know, play with your cat, that sort of thing, because that realigns our energy again. It's a wonderful way of grounding. You don't always just have to sit in a lotus position and go like, oh, you know, it helps, but you don't always have to. And then you've got the updates, heart healing. So for some of you, you're in a lot of pain, a lot of maybe silent pain. There's some healing coming about for you. And then one of my favorite crystals in one of my favorite colors, because I love green, I also like white, prenup, trust. Know that you're going to be okay. Know that you're going to be taken care of. Know that everything is going to be absolutely and perfectly fine and all right. And I would say, place your hand on your heart, take a nice deep breath, and claim that for yourself. All right. From my heart, namaste. Hope it helps. Love and light. See you next time.